Season 0, episode 32. There have been a lot of streams last week, almost 1,500 streams. The graph of the streams look really incredible, look 100 streams per day. People have actually streamed my songs on Apple Music too. I Like a Girl got 40 plays. When I see that, I feel very enthusiastic, but I need to remind myself that I'm not a big shot, that I need to not become complacent or to become overconfident or to think that I am special or anything. I need to stay calm and focused, otherwise I'm just going to die. So I need to temper my temper. I'm not sure whether that makes sense, but I am very obsessed with growth, as you may tell, and with data. Made a table with my songs and with correlations and to find whether there are correlations between the save rate and the number of streams, and then whether there is a correlation between me making shorts and then new streams in the following week. I make tables with like the top 100 most streamed songs on Spotify and the chord progressions and all. I would like to explain my mindset a bit. To some people it may seem unartistic. It may seem that I'm trying to solve a math problem, that music is not a math problem, that I am losing artistry, that I am not a real artist. I have actually struggled with that for a while. It was the same way when AI came, when there were the first AI image generators 2 years ago, and I became terrified that it was going to happen to music too. Music would be flooded by AI generated songs and that there would be no space for me to become a musician anymore. I was very scared and I made a song that I named To the Coming Wind. Lyrics include, I'm scared that will come the day when all my efforts and my pain and all my failures and attempts will never matter anymore, because the bot will do the same things I trained so hard to make, but better than I could ever hope for. I'm scared that will come the day when nobody will want to bear listening to the imperfect songs a lonely human made, and if nobody ever hears the words I feel and write and say, was it really worth saying them in the first place? And I know that I cannot change the coming tides or coming wind, and I know that I can't stop them, and I know that it could well be worth much more than the cost I feel. I know too well the times will change, the past isn't a masterpiece, the revolutions can be stopped but only temporarily, but I'm afraid I'll lose again everything that is dear to me now that my everything became my dream. So I won't stop. I'll take all of my worrying, all of my doubts and my feelings, this uncertainty breaking me, and then I'll find a melody that I can sing my sorrow to and pour it in a song like this before I go with the wind. To the coming winds, I'll grow stronger than the coming winds. So it's a very emotional song because I felt a lot of emotions. This is to add some context. I am not a banker who decided that making songs seemed like a profitable path and who now wants to cash out. I do not actually really care about money, which is kind of strange in my situation because I have no money. I live with my mom. A year ago we had so little money that we thought we were going to have to sell the house. We have grown a small garden since I was born because we barely had enough money to buy food. We're not homeless, but we don't have money. So you would expect that in this situation I would care about money a lot, but I don't. And I'm not sure why, and I think it is that I've learned that more is possible. Because I started making music when I was 14. I gave up 2 times and I tried again. And at 19 I decided to do it seriously and to never give up anymore. Then at about 20 or 21 started reading biographies. I read Rockefeller's biographies, Elon Musk's biographies, Jeff Bezos, Larry Page's, watched Mr. Beast's interviews, etc. and I discovered that much more was possible than I had ever imagined. I don't have to just make music, that if I want to I can do more. I can make music and then I can make a platform and then I can make a rocket. And it's not any stranger than someone who creates a startup like Google Maps and then who creates PayPal and then who creates electric cars and rockets and then robots and brain-computer interfaces, you know? If this is possible, if some weird bullied kid from South Africa can become the most impactful person in history, If some weird kid with a scam artist father and a religious mother is some Scottish kid with no money who migrates to the US and works as a bobbin boy at 12, if those two guys can single-handedly create an industrial revolution, if some weird kid from the middle of North Carolina who has no friends and plays Minecraft can become the biggest YouTuber in history, then maybe I can do something too. And this was what I felt from reading this. It was over and over again I was reading about someone who accomplished so much, and I read the beginning of their story, and there's nothing that makes them likely to ever do anything. If you just read the first chapter, you would think that they become drug addicts, at best like a local accountant. Except little by little they discover that more is possible, and they pursue it, and they don't give up, and they learn, and they fail a lot, but they keep going. This is the worldview that kind of superseded the mindset that I had. When I was like 16, I wanted to become a rapper, but there were many rappers that felt hopeless to even try because the market was already saturated. There was no need for yet another rapper. So I was very discouraged, and I thought that I would do poetry instead because it was kind of close to rap and music and it was less crowded, so I would have a better chance. I did that for a few months, but it wasn't fun because it wasn't what I liked. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to make rap, not poetry. I wanted to make music. And when I was 19, I decided, well, the hell with the market. I'm just going to keep trying. And therefore, from now on, I'm going to keep chasing my dream. And I won't give up anymore. Therefore, I will either make it or I will die before. And there is no other possibility. So there is no negligible chance I will die before, but at least I won't regret not even trying. And I won't regret giving up. That was my decision. And what I've learned since makes it bigger because I've learned that I don't have to just be a musician. I can become whatever I want. If I want to make rockets, then I can make rockets. And if I don't know anything about rockets, then I can learn. And you know, it's discovery that is so immense. I'm having a lot of trouble sharing it with the world because it's something where I just read a biography and I felt, wait, wow, because it felt to me that actually, there's no fate, there's no limit, there's just physics. I'm going to die one day, but in the meantime, I can do whatever I want. That is to explain. When you see things like that, a lot of problems seem to become very small and not very important because if the market for rap is saturated, people tell me that it's so crowded that I probably won't ever become a rapper, therefore I shouldn't even try. It's the exact same type of problem as there is going to be AI music, therefore the market is going to be flooded and crowded, therefore the chance that I ever make a living or become a musician is extremely small, therefore I shouldn't even try. If you just take this information, the conclusion kind of makes sense, but it's extremely depressing. For several months, I was just very depressed in both cases. Except I told myself that I wouldn't ever give up, so I didn't give up and I kept making songs. But if you see things from the frame of everything is possible, one day I'm going to die. In the meantime, the world is what I make of it. I can build, become, live whatever I want. The only limits are physics. Then it starts to become a problem that isn't so immense because it starts to be where the field is going to be more crowded, but therefore it's going to be possible to do more things. Maybe there will be like virtual reality music or brain computer interface music, or maybe I can do shows or like online concerts, or maybe there will be new technologies, or like I can do live AI songs where the music adapts to the audience. So I don't know what, but it starts becoming a field of opportunities, not death. It reframes the problem completely because it starts to mean that when I see a fact and I'm very depressed because I feel like it closes doors, it's a signal that my world model is actually incomplete and that I should pursue a bigger dream. I realized for music that what I really like in music is that it makes me feel a thrill, which is maybe the thrill of progressing, moving forward towards something. There are actually many things and not just music that make me feel this thrill. For example, this is a video named Worst Minecraft Soul Trap Ever. You may be wondering why does it have 33 million views? Because it was the first video by Mr. Beast. and you can look at his oldest videos and it feels incredible to me because they are really bad. He made them alone in his room with a crappy computer. They are not or badly edited. Nothing is right, but if you keep scrolling, little by little, he improves them. And if you keep scrolling, little by little, he tries new things. 4,000 subscribers, first channel story. This video, it's a fan-made video about Elon with powerful music and footage of rockets, and I find it incredible. There are books, there is One Piece, there is Atlas Shrugged, there is The Complete Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. These are all things that make me feel this thrill, and what I like is not just music, it's progress, moving forward. And therefore, if we see it that way, then it means that music can become a step. It does not have to be the end. It can be the first step in my story, in the same way that MrBeast made Minecraft videos, and he did not make Minecraft videos for the rest of his life. He made Minecraft videos, and then video game videos, and then challenges, and then spectacles. He created a burger company, he created chocolate, now he's created a bank and a mobile network company. It seems incredible to me. I want to do that. This was context so that you understand where I'm coming from. And the idea to try to figure out songs actually came from MrBeast, because in the video he talks about how he would make tables with 1,000 videos and their views and try to find a correlation between the number of views and the brightness of the thumbnails. This seemed like something incredible when I heard it. That's something that seems as random and incomprehensible as YouTube and virality could actually be understood. So I'm trying to do the same with music, with zero success so far. Nothing at all, but I keep trying. I do not see it as something dishonest, like trying to engineer something that is human and that should not be engineered. I see it as progress. I see it as figuring out something, finding out how the world works and moving forward. This is my personal values, but I see that as more fun, not trying to understand the world and not progressing for the sake of norms, like being a real artist in some communities. That was a long speech, but you hopefully understand better where I'm coming from. I regularly see this type of comment: your AI slop bores me. No, I wouldn't. This is AI slop. I was enjoying it until I realized the visual was made using AI. If only this wasn't AI. AI can burn in fire for all I care. Haha, you little faker using AI. I saw the 7 fingers. Hahaha. I knew it was too good to be true. Stop taking credit for AI. Learn to animate. It's fun. It's freaking AI. Guys, don't fall for it, please. It's AI. Everything, the animation, the song, it's all AI. Don't fall for this slop. Report him. There is currently this big polarization around AI because it's a general purpose technology, so it's a technological revolution, therefore it changes the world and it makes people lose their jobs, etc. It's exactly what I was talking about in my song. It feels terrifying to people and it feels kind of terrifying to me too. Therefore, some people very heavily dislike anything related to AI. So I want to clearly say my position. I do use AI. I have not hidden it. I have said it clearly when people ask. I use AI to make the shorts. I use some AI to make music for things like choirs because I do not have access to choirs and I'm broke, so even if I had, I wouldn't be able to hire choirs and things like that. I use AI to make prototypes. I use ChatGPT to learn new things like to read textbooks, etc. So I do use AI. This is the first test of the culture of this community, and it's going badly because there is no culture, because I didn't build one because we're very small. So I want to more clearly share what is important and not important to me, like my values, though be aware that they will change because I will learn more and change. So this is the current version and not the final version, and there may not ever be a final version. First, things that I do not care about. I do not care about money. I do not want to care about status. I am used to doing people pleasing because it's a behavior I learned in school, but I do not want to optimize for what people think of me. I want to be free. I do not want to care about sex. I am a human and have a human brain, therefore I have desires, but I do not want it to be something I optimize for either. So these are three things that commonly the main drivers of people, and that I either do not care about or do not want to care about. So what do I care about? I care about progress. I care about growth. I have an insane, immense drive. I'm not sure where it comes from, and I have trouble explaining it, but I have an extreme drive for growth. The things that I really dislike, what I'm the most afraid of, and what I hate the most is plateauing, giving up, and complacency. It's when you stop moving forward. And this is the culture that I want to build, because I want to be myself, because it's something that I want to build for decades, because this is currently season 0, but there will be a season 1 and a season 2 and etc. I'm not doing this to get a hit song, get rich, buy a mansion and retire. This is the opposite of what I want. But to make it sustainable over decades, I need to not hide, I need to not mask, and therefore I need to be myself. And therefore, the people that are here need to be fine with who I am. And those that are not will leave. Therefore, the cultural norms that I want are basically extensions of what I value. Therefore, when I or anyone in the community, when I see a new exciting field or opportunity and I go there and I fail and I try weird things and it fails, it should be expected. It is when there is a new exciting field or thing, but I don't take the opportunity despite being excited, being interested, because I'm afraid of failure, or I'm afraid that people will laugh at me, or I'm afraid of being ashamed, or I'm complacent. I would rather party and be playing video games rather than building the future. This is not normal and this is not good. This is bad. This is when you should push back because something is wrong. This is when something is wrong. So it's a lot of information in one video, and there are probably like maybe 3 people in the world who will ever watch it entirely, but I think this is important. And again, it's not the final versions of my values, but I think it's important for me to tell them right now, because me starting to use AI, because it's a new opportunity, it opens possibilities, it's exciting, I'm able to do things I wasn't able to before. Based on what I just told you, it makes sense, it's aligned. When I will make a living, me starting to hire people and make music videos, it will make sense. If I start things like websites or platforms or projects or etc., it makes sense. If I build rockets, it makes sense. And you know, in all those cases, what will happen is probably that it will feel terrifying to me, but I will feel, well, yeah, but if I don't even try, I regret it forever. Therefore I try. And I fail miserably, my reputation and my credibility die. It's a terrible time and all. Some of you, maybe many of you, will wonder what the hell I'm doing because it seems just very stupid. Why would a musician start making rockets? Just dumb. Except, I won't give up. I may pivot and I do rockets and then I realize that actually I'm more interested in making robots, so I make robots. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I won't stop. I won't give up because what I care about is growth. This is what you should expect. This is what you should question if it doesn't happen, if I don't do it because I'm scared or because I'm comfortable and I'm a famous musician or I'm an entrepreneur or I did things and now I'm worthy and I'm respected and I think, well, things aren't so bad. So maybe I should just retire and drink colas on the beach for the rest of my life. This is terrible. This is when something is wrong because it means that I have become complacent. The solution in those cases may be to find a project that is exciting to me and to start small. But in the future, again, things will change. I will learn more, I will change. But for the meantime, take that as a baseline. See you next week.